think I started. Hi. I don't know how to make a video. Here. I just came up with a genius idea. I cleaned my room the other day and I found a bunch of books that I either have read and hate or I don't really care about at all. And I'm going to donate them once we're done with Ms. Corona here. And I'm going to show them to you. This is The Library Card by Jerry Spinelli. I had to read this in middle school as a summer reading assignment. And I don't remember what it was about, other than it was about a library card. And it was magical or something. I don't remember. Here we have The Dirt Diary by Ms. Anna Staniszewska. Ms. Anna. I think she's Polish or something. This was also a summer reading assignment in middle school, and I just remember the main character was really annoying, but I always think main characters are annoying, like usually, because they usually are. They're usually not the best characters, especially when they're the narrator. It's just the biases and you get to hear all their annoying little thoughts. Sometimes that's a fault of a bad author, but most of the time main characters aren't the best character in the series or the novel. They're just the main character. This is Cloudy with a Chance of Boys, part of the Sisters Club collection, I guess, by Ms. Megan McDonald, who is also the author of the best-selling Judy Moody series. I don't remember what this is about at all. I think we got this at a second-hand place or something. I don't know. A lot of the books I got were hand-me-downs or something. I don't remember this book, therefore I do not recommend. A Bad Spell for the Worst Witch, as seen on HBO, by Jill Murphy. I also don't know what this is about, and the fact that it's in really, can you see this? It's in really good condition. Like, it looks brand new. And that, when you see a book like that, like if you go to a secondhand store, or you're like thrifting or whatever, I don't know, like, if you see a book that looks brand new, don't buy it, because it's not a good book. The best books are the ones that are the most worn, because that means the person like loved it to death, or they just took forever reading it, which also happens. Next up we have Confectionary Yours, Save the Cupcake by Lisa, Lord forgive me, Lisa, you can tell me how to say that, because I don't know if that's racist. Don't remember this book. It's pretty thick. Oh, there's a bookmark in here. Oh, I started reading this because there's a bookmark in here. I only got to page 14, so it's not that great. The books are kind of old. Not the book. The pages are kind of old, though. So, this is an old book. Anyway. This book, The Summer Before Boys, by award-winning author of Anything But Typical, Nora Raleigh Baskin. She is an okay writer, but the topic of this book is really boring to me, so I didn't finish it. It was about this girl who is the daughter of a single, no, she's not single, a woman who's in the Peace Corps or something, I don't know, and her dad is like really old or something, and her family's like weird, and she would literally always talk about her mom, and it was so boring to me that I stopped reading it. I mean, it's a good read for people who have family that are like in the military or something, but personally I don't really vibe with that. Also, chances are her mom's being sexually assaulted. I know it's a hot take, but American military really don't care about the woman. Anyway, next up we have New York Times bestseller, Don't Judge a Girl by Her Cover, by the author of Cross My Heart and Hope to Spy, Allie Carter. Now, just by looking at this, Something fell out of it. Just by looking at this cover, I think everyone can tell how wonderful this is. Am I even recording? Okay, I thought I wasn't for a second. But it's not that great. It was really boring in the beginning, so I didn't finish reading it. I think you can see a trend here that all of these books that I want to give away, I either had to read for school, so I don't really have an emotional attachment to it, or they were so boring that I literally I put it down and never picked it up again, which is like a trend that goes on in my life for reading books. But these are specifically ones that I don't care enough to finish. And it was like, if a book doesn't catch me by like the 4th chapter, then I don't want to waste my time reading it. Next up we have a Christmas miscellany by Ian Jackman, a Victorian holiday treasury. Now, I don't care about this book. That's all I have to say. I Survived the Shark Attacks of 1916 by Lauren Tarshish. Now, I just want to shout out to this series, I Survived. This is what got me through elementary school. This stuff right here, period. It's so good. And I honestly just want to give this away because I am beyond this reading level. I know it's a surprise to everyone, but I have no reason. I've read this book so many times that I just don't want to keep it because it's a good book. So I might as well give it to someone who actually will read it and can learn from it, because I can't anymore. Next up we have Encyclopedia Brown Carries On by Donald J. Sobel. I think I read this, but it was so long ago and so many books ago that I don't remember it. I think it's good. I don't remember. But again, not my reading level, so. Oh my god, now we have the queen herself, Ms. Barbara Park, who wrote Barbara. Did I say Barbara? Barbara. Junie B. First Grader. Toothless Wonder. She wrote all of these. These books are fire. I have so many of them. And I just want to say shout out to Ms. Barbara Park. Did I say her name right the first time? I don't remember. But this fire. Period. And that's not period. And we have this one. Look at that. Look at that cover. Look at how it glistens in the artificial lamplight. So cute. And we have Boss of Lunch. I mean, woman, I'm going to say, belong in the kitchen. So she knows her place. Period. First grader at last. You know, that feeling when you're finally in first grade. I don't remember that feeling because I hated school because people made me feel like an outcast. Anyway, now we have moved on to Judy Moody Was in a Mood. Not a Good Mood. A Bad Mood by Megan McDonald. And illustrated by Peter H. Reynolds. This is not my reading level. I think I read this though. I think this was a good book. I think I remember liking this book. But I don't remember what it was about. I guess she was in a bad mood. But highly recommend for people who are in like 3rd grade or 4th grade. I don't know the age level of that book. And then we have, good grief, 3rd grade. School is Out of Control by Colleen Shaughnessy McKenna. Hopefully I said that right. This is a good book, I think. I think it is. I don't know. It looks interesting. Yeah, that's all I have to say about that stuff. I'm actually reading a book right now. Hold on. This is the book I'm reading right now. I think it's also below my reading level, but it's actually really, really good. It's called They Both Die at the End by New York Times bestseller Adam Silvera, who I think is a gay Hispanic, because basically the idea of this book is that there's this thing called Death Cast that calls you like at midnight of the day you're gonna die, because somehow they used science to figure out when people are gonna die. I don't know, it's really dumb, but also smart. I don't know. It's very capitalistic in the book, which like there's a lot of like capitalistic undertones, which I think are really funny. It's not funny. Capitalism is funny, but it is kind of. And the 2 main characters, as the title says, they both die at the end. They got a call from Death Cast And then they met on this app that's designed to unite people who are dying. They call them Deckers. On their last day. And also people who just want to make Deckers feel good and be their friend, give them a good day. They're also on that app. So these two guys connect on the app and they become friends. They live their last day together. One of them is like a foster kid who's real fucked up because his entire family died together in a car crash, kind of. And the other kid like was really lonely his entire life, but he was like really nice, which is weird because I don't know. He was just a nice kid, but he was lonely. And I think they're both gay for each other. I would say 75%, 80% done with this book. And I think they're gay for each other. Like, I'm pretty sure that's why I think the author's gay, because they're both Hispanic. I think they're both Hispanic. And one of them is like, oh, I'm bisexual. The other one's like, well, I'm a virgin. I'm like, well, I don't know. I'm not saying they're gonna smash, but they're gonna smash. Anyway, I don't know what else to do right now. There's nothing. Until the next one.